Hello and welcome to the channel. So today we'll be solving the Leetcode question number 1894. Find the student that will replace the chalk, right? So let us read and go through the question. So that it says that there are n students in the class numbered from 0 to n minus 1. Okay. The teacher will give each student a problem starting with the student number 0, then the student number 1, and so on. Student teacher reaches the student number n minus 1. Okay, got it. After that, teacher will restart the process, starting the student number 0 again. Okay, you are given 0 index integer array chalk and integer k, right? There are initially k pieces of chalk. When a student number I is given a problem to solve, they will use chalk I. Okay, piece of chalk to solve that problem. However, if the current number of chalk piece is strictly less than chalk I, then the student I will be asked to replace the chalk again. Return the index of the student that will replace the chalk piece. Okay, so as far as I got the question and understood, so basically there are k number of chalks given, and each student will accumulate or use chalk I, that is this number 5. The student 0 or the first number will occupy 5 chalks, and then 1 chalk, and then 5 chalk, right? And then it will go again at the 0th index, and then that student will use 5 chalk, then 1 chalk, and then 5 chalk, and we are given k equals to 22, right? So in the question like that, how do you build the intuition and how do you go forward with it, right? So as soon as I get it, it's a simple math, right? Because if in a one cycle, because we are talking each student will accumulate 5 chalks, right? So 5 plus 1 plus 5 is 11, right? So in one cycle 11 chalks will be accumulated, then again it will go to first chalk, right? So question like this seems very simple to guess that it's a mathematical question, because let's suppose uh, there will be 3 rounds, right? Let's suppose there will be 3 rounds. So in 3 round, how many chalks will be used? So 5 plus 1 6, 5 11 into 3 33. So it there won't be 3 round, but can there be 2 rounds, right? So yes, there can be 2 rounds, like 11 into 2 is 22, right? So 22, I mean, this cycle is completed. I mean, the last student has completed or they solved the problem. Then it will go on to which student? First student, and that is our answer. That is 0, right? In the second example itself, if you will see, so 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8, and 8 plus 2 10, right? And k equals to 25. So what I get is there will be 2 rounds, exactly 2 rounds that will be completed. 10 into 2 20, right? So after 20, the index will shift to the 0th student. So it will take 3 chalks. So now we are left with 5 chalks only, right? So 5 minus 3, we are left with 2 chalks, and this student needs 4 chalk, right? But it does not but we only have 2 chalks. So this student will replace chalk, right? So that will be the answer, that is 1, right? So this is basically intuition building. So but in question like that, these are tricky questions, right? So there are few instances where you have to take care. While I was also submitting this problem, I also faced one problem. Is we have to look at the what is given. I mean, there are a lot of times you have to see whether you have to take long or you have to take modulo by 10 to the power 9, because when you are taking the sum, right? When you are taking the sum, so this value this value has a lot of value, because the chalk I values goes by 10 to the power 5, right? And then there n equals to 10 to the power 5. So the maximum sum that could be 10 to the power 10, right? And in integer you can save at most 10. I mean 2 to the power 30, 31 minus 32 minus 1 or something like that. I'm not sure about it at this moment, but yeah. But if it's greater than 10 to the power 9, then you know that you have to take the modulo, right? So let us go with our problem. So this was a crucial part in this, right? Other than that, it was basic simple mathematical intuition. So int uh, let us go with the implementation. Chalk needed in one circle, right? I'm taking this long because I will be storing my sum here, right? So I will take it as 0. I'm also converting the chalk required as long. required space to not get the type error, right? Then I will get the sum. So yes, I have calculated the sum here, right, of the chalks that will be needed in one round, right? So after one round, how many chalks will be left, right? So the numbers of chalk that will be left will be the modulo of it. Modulo means what are the remaining after one complete cycle, right? If let's suppose you might have a confusion. Let's suppose there are less than in one round. Let's suppose there it was given 11, but let's say you needed let's say 6, right? So in 6, if you do the modulo of 6 by 11, that will always give you 6 only, right? So that is always taken care in modulo, right? So you know how much of chalk will be needed in one circle, right? So let us calculate after n number of circle how many chalks will be left, right? So that will shift an index again to the zeroth student, right? So what will be chalk left? If I name it as chalk left, chalk left is equals to chalk left below of it with the right. So this will give us after n number of round how many chalks will be left with, right? Now we go with the to calculate which student is probably will have to replace the chalks. So for int I is equals to 0, I is less than chalk dot length I plus plus, okay, chalk left is less than chalk I mean, if it is less than what the ith student need, then that will be our answer, right? Else, if that if it has those number of chalks, then what we will do, then simply chalk left minus equals to chalk I, correct? And if these condition does not fulfill, what we will do, return -1, right? So if we run this code, right, so this gives us a correct answer, and if I submit it, so yeah, it's submitted, and I guess that resolved it all. So yeah, happy coding.